Yes, probably the biggest freelancing catch-22 of them all. How do you build a portfolio if you don't have a clients, and how do you get clients if you don't have a portfolio? Trust me, there is a way. I have so. Keep reading to learn my 5 tips for building a portfolio with zero experience. Hi, I'm Swan, and this week I'm addressing one of the most frequently asked questions I get. How do I build my copywriting portfolio if don't have any experience? Well, I'm here to assure you there is a way. You are not stuck, and I have real life stories to prove it. And if you want more strategies and starter kits from the world of copywriting and marketing, you know what to do. Hit that subscribe button below to join the Flying Swan here on YouTube, Facebook, website. Every single week, I publish a blog and video on copywriting or marketing tutorials based on my own 10+ year journey of diving into this to creative and innovative industry, building a successful copywriting business of mine. So let's get into this week's how-to. My 5 tips for building a copywriting portfolio even if you have never been paid to do any copywriting. Tip number 1. Do and experience and skill around that a lot of their time people tend to underestimate the experience they already have in the books and don't realize that copywriting is not just writing. I would say that 50% of the actual work happens before a copy ever gets written. It's the researching, ideate into conceptualizing and strategizing that happens long before you put pen to paper or fingers to keys. And even if you are young and have little job experience, you were not born yesterday. I mean, if you were, you'd be like a baby genius. Can you be watching, reading this and understand? So, if you have ever written a report or contributed to an online newspaper publication, or if you used to write memos, brief the presentation decks, or in your previous job, or if you used to work in a related role such as social media project management where writing was required, these are all related skills that you can add to your portfolio. In fact, I recently hired someone to join my office team whose background was in research. She had zero experience in copywriting, but she had a passion to learn, and her previous work showcased her ability to research framework ideas and effectively communicate, which becomes one of the main reasons I said yes and hired her. So yes, carry as much forward from your previous work experience or education as you can, even if they are not specifically related to copywriting. Tip number 2. Join a practical copywriting program. Great copywriting courses don't just teach you the right technique and show you the best template, they actually help you write copy so that you can walk away with the key assets in samples you can add to your portfolio even if it's not something you were paid to do. Of course, you want to always be clear in your portfolio that those writing assets from programming not medicate clients, but trust me, the main thing your potential clients care about is your ability to hook, connect, engage and compel them with your copy, and at the end of the day they need you to be the voice and messenger of their brand. So if you come forward with an amazing portfolio full of copywriting pieces that showcase your ability, it really doesn't matter where they came from. You are in like Flynn, and if you are ready to commit to igniting your copywriting business this year and get some serious practical training under your belt so you can confidently put yourself out there, I'm here to help. My Copy Flying Swan course, the Launchpad program, is designed to give you all the high converting copywriting skills you need to scale your business and build your portfolio from scratch. Alright, moving right along to tip number 3. Rewrite or critique existing copy. Guys, there is absolutely no harm in reaching out to companies that are hiring or potentially hiring top people. Free copy editing or critiquing is a way to get their attention and lead with value. In my recent webinar, Copywriters Back, Kathy advised that you copy other writers for critique and quick reviews to potential clients so that they can get a preview of your work and expertise. It could just be a quick email. Tip number 3. On how they can improve their home page copy, and then of course offer to help them and write it. The worst they can say is no thanks, but if they accept your offer and decide to hire you, then that's great. That's the experience you can add to your portfolio. Many companies looking to hire copywriters will ask you to complete copywriting tasks that are sampled as part of the recruitment process anyway. So why not beat them to it and get it done in advance? One of the coverage is on making now got hired by one of the top personal growth companies in the world by sending her version of one of the best performing sales page without being asked. It was a daring initiative on her part because she was new to copywriting and did take some time, but the point is she got their attention and they hired her on the spot. The rule of the thumb here, guys, though, is to remain honest about your work. If you are adding a copy paste your portfolio that you decide to rewrite, do not take full credit to be clear that it was a rewrite of an existing one. Tip number 4. Start a blog. Even if you are not looking to be a content writer, a public blog is a great way to showcase your writing abilities. Blog writing, no matter the format, the style, or the topic you want to write about, still showcase an understanding of some of the key fundamentals of the copywriting, such as hooks and headlines, so we can still be used as a reliable writing reference. In fact, when hiring a social media manager a few weeks ago, I interviewed a few different applicants, some with social media experience and some without. The girl I ended up hiring actually had zero social media experience, but she caught my attention because she included a link to her personal blog in her application. Although the blog content had nothing to do with the role she applied for, but still I was able to gauge her writing style, her tone and delivery, which was a huge plus because writing social media captions and supporting the content team would be a huge part of the role. I knew her flair for words and her passion for writing was far more important than having a specific experience that I could easily train her for. Okay, lastly, tip number 5. Customize your portfolio. Once you have writing material all packaged up and ready to send out to the world, here is a very important tip that I give even to the most experienced copywriters. Personalize your portfolio to the client you are sending it to. You don't just get blasted out to everyone. Getting clients is not one size fits all approach. You must curate the content that is relevant to the industry and the company you are hoping to get in the door with. So include a personal note and a cover letter that shares why you are excited about their brand and what's unique about you and what you offer. Show why you chose the pieces that you featured in your portfolio and included some highlights or lessons that you are learned from the experience. And last but not the least, guys, keep it clean and simple. Send your portfolio in a format that is easy for them to access, open, download, and whatever you do, do not send an email with a ton of attachments. I usually use Dropbox or Google Drive to share my portfolio and always make sure they get access first so they don't have to request it. And no matter what, as I said before, be honest about where you are at. Don't embellish your ability or your experience. A lot of clients are looking for green writers because fresh writers have the potential to grow with the company and shape their writing to pick the brand voice. So just keep it real, homies. I hope this blog video gave you some assurance that you have and can provide value even if you don't have official copywriting experience just yet.